Hello. Yeah, I bet you're wondering what this is. Well, it's a lot worse than it was, I can tell you. I had a bit of a motorbike accident a few weeks ago, um, but it's getting better. Apart from my banged up knee and elbow and various other bits and pieces, like that hurt still. But never mind. I'm okay, sort of, ish. Okay, Sunday soundbite. What are we going to speak about today? Um, At the start of my driving change management training, I always drop a line that either gets lots of agreement, nods of agreement, or that sparks that, wait a minute, hang on a minute, what does that mean? Yeah. Regard the question, the line, sorry, I drop is regardless of type, all projects are change projects. And then I ask, do you agree? Okay. Some dive straight in and say, yes, of course they are, whilst others are already lining up kind of counter arguments. Yeah. And I kind of like that mix because it opens the door to one of the most important truths and misunderstandings about what we do. Okay. One hand, okay, you have organization based technology implementations, process changes, and culture change, major impact on people. All right. Then, on the other hand, there are large country infrastructure projects such as bridges, roads, tunnels, both environmental and people impact. My rationale for asking this is I believe they are all change projects in some way, shape, or form, as they involve people who will be impacted. But the question is, do they all need change management to help with the people side of things? So, don't know, let's dig a bit deeper, shall we? When people think about change projects, they tend to picture an organizational type. It's like a technology implementation, process redesign, culture transformation. You know what I mentioned earlier. The stuff that has a direct daily impact on employees. Excuse me a moment. Just finish off my coffee. We know excuse me, I've got another frog in my throat. We know that these need deliberate structured change management because people will need to learn new skills, adopt new systems, and shift behaviors. The human element is front and center. But what about a new motorway, a new bridge, a new tunnel? Many see these as purely engineering projects, okay? The domain of civil works and construction timelines, and yet those projects can radically change how people live, move, and connect. Commuting patterns alter, businesses open or close because of access changes, and environmental factors affect communities for decades. Let me show you what I mean by these two examples. Okay, example one. So, normal organizational change. A bank rolls out a new digital platform for its customer service team. On paper, it's just a tech upgrade. Excuse me. The IT team manages the build, tests the system, and sets go live date, but no one talks to the frontline staff about it, how it will change their workflows or what training they'll need. The result, total bloody confusion, frustration, call handling time spike, customer complaints roll in. That wasn't just a tech project, it was a people change project that needed proper planning. Example two, infrastructure. A city decides to replace an old road bridge with one new one to improve traffic flow. The engineering side is flawless. Okay, budget on track, design approved, construction smooth, but the project failed to engage with the local community. Residents suddenly wake up to find diversions adding goodness knows how long to their commute. Local shops lose footfall. A vocal protest group forms. The council spends months doing damage control. Again, it's not just an infrastructure or engineering project. It was a community change that needed foresight and engagement. The impact? whether the people impact is within an organization or to the wider public, it is still change. The difference is that sometimes it's obvious, yeah, and unavoidable, like a systems rollout, and sometimes it's almost completely invisible, okay, to the project team until the public starts complaining, resisting, and lobbying against it. Do all projects, therefore, require formal change management? Thinking about it logically, probably no, but there's a risk because when people's side is ignored, it's not that kind of project. It's amazing how quickly resistance, misunderstanding, or outright hostility can derail progress. The real skill is being able to assess early whether a project's people impact is either minimal, so some awareness or basic communication is enough, right? Or it's moderate, targeted stakeholder engagement and change planning is kind of wise, or whether it's significant, a full-scale change management approach is essential. That's why I throw this question to trainees right at the start. It's not about being right or being wrong. It's about breaking the habit of automatically putting projects into change and non-change pigeonholes. I've seen this happen over decades, and projects that go smoothly are often the ones that are treated with the people side, and they take it seriously from the beginning, regardless of whether the change happened in a boardroom, the back office, or out on the highway. So yes, in my book, all projects are change projects. The only question I would have is whether you recognize it early enough to do something about. Okay, maybe next time these will be a little bit less visible and I'll get my knee back to some kind of ability to walk properly. But anyway, I'll see you again next Sunday. Cheers.